If you've ever added a scattering object in Octane Blender and nothing shows up, you probably thought you messed something up. Most people think scattering works like cycles. You add it, you see it right away. That's not how Octane works. I've been using Octane for 6 years inside of Blender. This still confuses beginners all the time. In this video, I'll show you how to set up a scattering system from scratch. I'll explain why nothing shows up at first, then we'll fix that. After that, I'll show you how to randomize it and how to actually paint for more control. Let's get started. I already have a scatter system set up, but you don't see anything. That's normal. Octane does not show scattering objects in solid view mode. You have to actually switch to render mode. As soon as you do that, everything appears. You switch back to solid view, everything disappears again. It doesn't mean that Octane is broken, it just means Octane only shows instances while it's rendering. Now, here's the cool part. You can actually push it pretty far. Even with the 100,000 instances of trees, the viewport is kind of laggy, but it's actually still working. So remember this, if you don't see anything, switch to render mode. If that's confused you before, now you know why. Now let's build it from scratch. I'm going to add in a plane, I'm going to scale it up, and then I'm going to apply the scale. After that, next I will add in a new material. We're going to call it scat. And then I'll delete the universal material, add in a scatter material. We want scatter on surface. Plug that geometry out into the displacement. Then we're going to press this little button here, which is going to pop out this object data node. Then we're going to grab this picker. We're going to select our plane. And then I'm going to come to my plane, and I'm actually going to hit F2 and call it scat. Now we're going to tell Octane that we want to scatter on this plane. We'll click on the plane, then click down on the data properties, scroll down till you see geometric node. Click on that, and then we want our scat. There it is. Once we select that, we're going to click in here and we're going to click scatter on surface. So what we basically did was we just selected the material that we made, and the material has the scatter on surface. There is the scat and scatter on surface. Now we need to select our object that we want to scatter on the surface. Come over here to scatter object number 1, pops out this node here, and then we're going to bring in an asset that we want to scatter. I'm going to grab this tree and drag it on here, and I'll grab one other tree just to mix it up. We have 2 objects. Now click back on your plane. We're going to add in a second object because we added 2. We'll bring this down. We'll select the eyedropper on the first, select our tree, select our second one. There it is. Now, again, we see nothing in the viewport. Remember, we have to have the viewport up and running. Turn on the viewport. At the moment, we only see 4 trees, and they're on each vertice. So what we can do is, if we come in here, click on your surface, open this node up here, we can see we are distributing on instance vertex. We're going to click this, and then you have several other options, but for this video, we're going to click on random instance by relative area. Once I've selected that, you notice we only have 3 trees because 1 is being instance. Here, I can go ahead and crank that up. Now you can see we have our trees being populated, but of course they are wrong. So now I'm going to go and select the 2 trees, select them both, and then I'm going to scroll down to the object data set. I'm going to hold down Alt, and I'm going to change the coordinates from Blender to Octane. And now the trees stand up properly. Now I'm going to click back on my ground plane again, and let's come in here and change object selection mode. We're going to change that to random. So now we're getting more random trees. Now I want to add a lot more trees to the scene so I can crank up my instances. And you can see right now we have 557 trees, and the viewport is moving pretty nice. Matter of fact, check this out. Let's crank it up to 100,000. And the viewport is a little bit laggy, but it's still handling 100,000 instances. And there it is. That's the full setup. If you choose a surface as an object, Octane handles the rest. Surface plus object equals working scatter. Right now, this looks fake. Every object is in the same size. Every object has the same rotation. That's a problem. So let's fix it. What we're going to do here, if we come in here, We scroll down here, there's plenty of different other options here. If we scroll all the way down here to the more towards the middle, you're going to see that we have here rotation mode. Right now it's set to fixed. So for example, if I rotate this, everything is rotating to the same. This is basically the X. And then if we come over here, this is the Y. We don't want everything to be the same. So what I do is I come over here to fixed and change it to random with independent axes. So now, again, let's grab this middle one here. If we crank this up and rotate this, let's go ahead and go 360 degrees. Now everything has a random rotation from 360 degrees to 0. Again, if I set this to 360, now everything is back to how it was. So let's leave that one at 0. So then also, if I wanted to get just a little bit of offset to each one on the other axis, I can grab these. And again, it's going to do anything from 1 to 95, left or right. All right. Let's also kind of minimize some of these so we can see the randomization here. I'm going to go ahead and put in 100. So there are our trees. Now we've got a little bit of random rotation between them. We can do this also with the scale. If we come down and repeat the same process, here's the scale. So I'm going to set that back to 1. And then we'll come in independent axes. And then what I like to do is just kind of eyeball this and maybe, actually, hang on, that's the wrong way. We want to do just the up and down. There we go. I kind of just want to do just that one. So I'll just kind of alter that just a little bit to get also a little bit of randomization also on that. And another very useful thing is, let's go back and crank up our instances to maybe 500. And we have this fully pretty much maxed out. We can also change how we are distributing these, but using a noise texture. If I come in here and add in a noise texture, and if I plug this noise texture into the culling map right here, now you see everything gets a little bit different. And again, I have control using a noise texture here to kind of basically randomize, helping to get some more randomization going and just playing with this. Again, it's all about trying to randomize as much as possible, especially when you're dealing with nature, because nature is nothing but random. Hey, if this is helping you, consider subscribing. Most of the videos I do focus particularly on workflows with Octane Blender like this. Randomness is good, but what if I wanted to paint where I wanted these trees to be? I'm going to quickly show you how to set that up, which is also very easy. It's very similar to what we did with the curling, but we're going to replace this with an image node. I'm going to go RGB image, and then I'm going to plug this into the same socket. Everything disappears. We're going to click new. We're going to say, yep, that's where we want our stuff here. You can go ahead and name that. Then we're going to set this right here, use in viewport paint. I'm also going to add in a projection node to it. And you can also add in a UV transform if you want. So now with this activated, now we're going to come over here, go from object to texture paint. Make sure we're going to be using black and white values. We don't need any color. Value 1. And matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and stop the render just so we can see if that is black. That is correct. Now if I go ahead and paint a circle right here, we should have a bunch of trees here. If I go back to render mode, now we have a bunch of trees there. So this is a nice and easy way to art direct your paints. If you want to get certain items in certain areas, this is the best way to go about it. Again, if you wanted to erase it, just hit X. I thought it was X. Oh, actually, we need to change this to black. Now, if we hit X, we can flip between the two. So black, we'll go ahead and minus that stuff away. Now you've got full control. Randomness gives realism. Painting gives directions. Use both together. Also, quick tip for those of you guys who are stuck around for the video. Whenever adding in new assets, make sure you come into the object, go down to data properties and change it from Blender to Octane. This setting right here is basically the primitive coordinates. Make sure you select that to Octane and then everything should line up perfectly. Here's another quick tip. Now I've brought in a new tree and it's clearly way larger than the rest of the trees. How do I actually scale this without affecting the rest of the scattering? So what I'll do is I'll click back onto our scatter here. And what I'm going to do is, this is the newest asset that I just brought in. So I'm going to go and add in a node that's going to control the size of this asset. So what we'll do is we'll go Shift A, we're going to go down to Geometry, and we're going to grab a Placement node. Now on this Placement node, we notice here it's got a pink geometry with the pink geometry out. We'll plug that right in between there, and then we're going to grab a Transform node, pop this Transform node out, and now I can grab the Scale, and now I can just scale this whole asset down. You can clearly see there, or if I wanted to, I can even play with rotation of this asset and just to give it a little bit more randomness either there too. All right, another quick tip here. Now you notice I've added some trees and I have a little bit of undulation in this geometry here that the scatter plane is on. And some of these trees look a little bit wonky. We can easily fix that by coming over here onto your scattering plane. And then if you look here, we got normals, align normals. If I just reduce this, that has the tree standing up more straighter now. So if you ever want to have that issue, you can use this slider here to control how they are aligned to the normals. So now you know. While Octane's not showing anything in the viewport, switch to render mode. How to build a scatter system from scratch, how to randomize it, and how to control it with paint. If you want this exact scatter setup already built, I put together a Blender file in my free Blender school community. It doesn't include the assets, but the whole scatter system is all wired up and ready to go. You can drag your own models in and use it right away. Links down in the description. And if you're brand new to Blender Octane, I have an install video right here. Take a look at it. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.